Guys, it's your bro Richie Rich here, and again, today's video, it is now part part 3 on the Chevrolet Corvette. Today, today's part 3 on the Chevrolet Corvette, and today I'm on the 3rd generation Corvette, the C3. It's a C3 from 1968 to 1982. So from 1968 to 1982. So from 1968 to 1982. Before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think, hit the notification bell, and hit all so you'll know when I make new uploads. Alright, so it's been 60 seconds. So without any further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So the third generation C3 Corvette from 1968 to 1982. Here we go. The third gen Corvette, patterned after the Mako Shark 2 concept car. So Mako Shark 2 concept car was introduced for the 1968 model year. Sorry, my battery was low. So the third gen Corvette, patterned after the Mako Shark 2 concept car, was introduced for the 1968. So the 1968 model year, and it was in production until 1982. So it was in production until 1982. C3 coupes featured. C3 coupes featured the first use of T-top removable roof panels. It introduced nicknames that were later revived, such as LT1, ZR1, Z07, and Collector Edition. Say Collector Edition. In 1978, Corvette's 25th anniversary was celebrated with a two-tone silver anniversary edition and an Indy pace car replica edition of the C3. This was also the first time that a Corvette was used as a pace car for the Indy 500. Engines and chassis components were mostly carried over from the C2, but both the body and interior were new. The 5.7-liter engine replaced the old 5.36-liter as a base engine in 1969. The power remained at 300 horsepower. 1969 was the only year for a C3 to optionally offer either a factory-installed side exhaust or normal rear exit with chrome tips. The all-aluminum big block 427 7-liter ZL1 engine was also new for 1969. The special racing engine was listed at 430 horsepower, but was reported to produce 560 horsepower, and accelerated a ZL1 through the quarter-mile time in 10.89 seconds, under 11 seconds, which is good. Kind of a 10-second car almost. There was an extended production run for the 1969 model year due to a lengthy labor strike, which meant sales went down on the 1970 models to 17,316 cars. 1970 small block power peaked with the optional high compression, high revving small block LT1 that produced 370 horsepower. The 427 big block So the 427 big block was enlarged to 7.4 liters with a 390 horsepower rating. The 01 special package was an option available on the 1970 through 1972 model years, and included the LT1 engine combined with special racing equipment. Only 53 ZR1s were built in 1971 to accommodate regular low-lead fuel with in 1971 to accommodate regular low-lead fuel with lower anti-knock properties. The engine compression ratios were lowered, which resulted in reduced power ratings. The power rating for the 5.7 liter L48 base engine decreased from 300 to 270 horsepower, and the optional special high performance LT1 engine decreased from 300. So, and the optional special high performance LT1 engine decreased from 370 to 330 horsepower. The LS5 7.4 liter motor was carried over and produced 365 horsepower. Offered in 1971 only was the LS6 Offered in 1971 only was the LS6 7.4 liter big block. So big block featuring aluminum heads and delivering 425 horsepower, the highest of the 1970-1972 series, and could be ordered with an automatic gearbox. For the 1972 model year, General Motors moved to the SAE net measurement, which resulted in further reduced but more realistic power ratings than the previous SAE gross standard. Although the 1972 model's 5.7 liter horsepower was actually the same as that from the 1971 model year, the lower net horsepower numbers were used instead of gross horsepower. The L48 base engine rating, the L48 base engine rating fell to 200 horsepower, and the optional LT1 dropped to 270 horsepower SAE. 1974 models had the last true dual exhaust system that was dropped on the 1975 models. So models with the introduction of catalytic converters requiring the use of no lead fuel. Engine power decreased with the base ZQ3 engine producing 165 horsepower. The optional L82s the optional L82s output 205 horsepower, while the 454 big block engine was discontinued. Gradual power increases after 1975 peaked in 1980, with the model's optional LS2 producing 230 horsepower in its final year. 1981 saw a single engine, the L81, which had 190 horsepower, while the fuel injected 1982 1981 saw a single engine, the L81, which had 190 horsepower, while the fuel injected 1982 L83, had 200 horsepower, so I managed to just correct that. So the L83 had 200 horsepower. Styling changed subtly throughout the generation until 1978 for the car's 25th anniversary. The Stingray nameplate was not used on the 1968 model, but Chevrolet still referred to the Corvette as a Stingray. However, 1969 through 1970, however, 1969 throughout 1976 models, throughout 1976 models used the Stingray name as one word without the space. In 1970, the body design was updated, including fender flares and interiors were refined, including redesigned seats and indication lights near the gear shifter. There were an early use of fiber optics to comply with government safety regulations. The 1973 Corvette's chrome front bumper was changed to an 8 km/h, 5-mile-an-hour system with a urethane bumper cover, while the rear retained the two-piece chrome bumper set. Its last year, the optional wire-spoked wheel covers for the left were offered for the last time in 1973. Only 45 Z07s were built in 1973. From 1974 onwards, both the front and rear bumpers were polyurethane. In 1974, a 8 km/h, 5-mile-an-hour rear bumper system with a two-piece tapering urethane bumper cover replaced. Urethane bumper cover replaced the cam tail and chrome bumper plates and matched the new front design from the previous year. The 1975 model year ended. The 1975 model year ended the convertible body style until it returned 11 years later. So from 1975 to like 1986, 11 years later, and Dave McClellan, which is spelled McLellan, say McLellan, succeeded Zora Arkus-Duntov as the Corvette's chief engineer. For the 1976 models, the fiberglass floor was replaced with steel panels to provide protection from the catalytic converter's high operating temperature. For 15 model years, the names Corvette, Stingray, and Stingray were synonymous. So for a second name for Stingray, it's basically like Sting and Ray not put together. It's like two words, not one. And then the other name, Stingray, was like one whole word. So they were synonymous. 1977 was the 1970. So I'm gonna whisper now. 1977 was the last year the tunneled roof treatment. Some roof treatment with a vertical back window was used. In addition, leather seats were available at no additional cost for the first time. The black exterior color returned after a 6-year absence. The 1978's 25th anniversary model. The 1978's 25th anniversary model introduced the fastback glass rear window and featured a new interior and dashboard. Corvette's 25th anniversary was celebrated with the Indy 500 base car limited edition and a silver anniversary model featuring silver over gray lower body paint. All 1979 models featured the previous year's base car seats and offered the front and rear wings as optional equipment. 53,807 were produced for the model year, making that 53,807 were produced sales have trended downward since then. In 1980, the Corvette received an integrated aerodynamic system, an integrated aerodynamic redesign that resulted in a significant reduction in drag, so they reduced the drag. After several years of weight increases, 1980 Corvettes were lighter as engineers trimmed both body and chassis weight. In mid-1981, production relocated from St. Louis to Bowling Green, Kentucky. So from St. Louis, Missouri. From St. Louis, Missouri to Bowling Green, Kentucky, where all subsequent Corvette generations have since been manufactured, and several two-tone paint options were offered. The 1981 models were the last available with a manual gearbox until well into the 1984 production run. In 1982, a fuel-injected engine returned. After a final C3 tribute, collector's edition featured an exclusive opening rear window hatch. Alright, so for my next Corvette video will be about the C4. So it's a 4th generation Corvette, which is the C4. Sounds like an explosive, the C4. So from 1984 to 1996. So that's the next Corvette I'm doing. So that's the next one I'm doing. The 4th generation C4 from 1984 to 1996. So 1984 to 1996. Alright, that'll be it. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. So hit that notification bell and hit all so you are alerted of when I make new uploads. Alright. So that'll be it. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Have a great day. And have a great day for tomorrow morning as well. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So take care, folks. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys soon. Good night.